another day, another dollar, another chance to make your hoe holler.
Damn.
He said, damn. Oh, man, so this is, welcome to another edition of the workshop, man. We back at it again. Glad to be back. Again, how we started episode? Well, Deacon Jones is out again. He out of town. He's the most traveling man, the most interesting man we got around here. You know?
Yeah.
So shout out to my dog.
He definitely racking up those air miles. For
sure. But he'll be back soon. So he's not gone. He's not forgotten. He'll be back.
Yeah, he'll be back.
He'll be back. Dar, what's going on, bro?
Man. So, I guess, we kind of talked about it, a little bit last time. But, I guess the allergies is, really whooping on niggas right now.
What?
Especially it's been raining and it's been a little kind of hot. And it's kind of been in this gray area. And I guess that's not to be punny because it's gray outside all goddamn day. But the weather is so fucking erratic. It's like you I don't know how they pay people to try to predict this shit.
Yeah.
Especially they should get paid more. You go to California and you the fucking weatherman, you should make a little less, you know what I'm saying? 70 degrees, it's sunny outside, ain't no fucking rain. And you could expect that all week, which is awesome for them. You gotta pay 13% fucking worth of taxes for it.
Yeah.
But in the Midwest, you really gotta earn your dollar. Right, yeah. You gotta earn it, but they don't be getting it right. That's when do they get it? They get it right a lot. They get it right the majority of the time. Yeah. But what is it? 20% maybe. Niggas be dead wrong.
I think. Yeah.
Maybe that's too high. Maybe 20% is 2 hours or too low. You or something.
No, I'm saying they don't. 20%. You saying they get it right?
They get it right 80% of the time.
Yeah, 20 maybe. Okay, you're being generous, right?
I don't know. Because some niggas will say 50%. Nah, it's not 50-50.
No, it's not 50-50.
60-40.
Nah, I would say
75-25.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's probably on par. 80-20 is probably on par.
Yeah, that's why I was like fair.
But I mean, shit, they can't predict this shit. Kansas can be all over the place with the weather at all times. So you just really never know for real.
We just leave it up to the Lord.
Yeah, oh God, pray up.
Yeah, leave it up to the Lord.
The days where you need it to be sunny and nice, it be raining and cold, especially in the spring. But the summer be treacherous. So he really gonna get a little bit of everything when you get down to this joint. But I was gonna say on TikTok, there's been a trend going on. I want and it's kind of what we talked about before, the dog versus the man. Now they asking, can 100 men beat one gorilla?
100
men beat one gorilla.
Oh man!
Now these men are randomly picked.
Yeah, some of these niggas is 5'9", 180 pounds. Right. Some of these niggas is 5'6", 130 pounds. Some of these niggas is 6'4", 225.
Yeah, so from the out of random people, 100 random men can beat one gorilla.
Yeah. If few niggas bite that first bullet.
Oh, it's gonna be a lot of this.
Yeah, somebody got to jump in there with that nigga and distract them, and then somebody obviously you got to jump them somehow.
Right.
I think 100 people is a lot.
Yeah,
100 is a lot.
Yeah.
So I think 100 could do it. Yeah, but it just the first 2, 3, 4, 5 niggas gonna get eliminated quick.
Easy.
Dead.
So I was having this conversation. I looked up. I was like, "What's the average size and strength of a gorilla, man?" They tall. They 6'9", standing on their hind legs.
6'9",
5'9", standing on their hind legs.
Yeah, but I mean, they on the knuckles.
Right. But they 9 times stronger than a man.
Yeah,
9 times as strong.
So a good reference would be you need at least 10 niggas
to be on par. That's to match. And he can climb trees.
Definitely more mobile.
Yeah.
Way more mobile.
So what I was saying, I need just 20. We need 20 people to work together.
We talk about bare hands too.
Right. No, yeah. 20 people have to work together to get this gorilla.
The 9 times strength is interesting because if you were to surround a gorilla, how many could you realistically surround them with? 8? You might not even be able to get 10 people, all huddled around them. Yeah. You can't even get 10 people right there. So those 8 niggas are at a disadvantage.
But this gorilla don't have infinite stamina either. It's gonna get tired eventually, right?
I don't know.
This is hopeful.
Do niggas get tired when they fighting for their life?
Yeah. We gonna see.
Yeah,
We gonna see 100 people. We gonna see.
Man.
But I mean, I would bet if I was betting, I would bet 100 men can beat one gorilla.
I would take the 100 too,
because like you're gonna be 10 that scared, 10 that run off and maybe scared, gonna be hiding on the hide.
It's gonna be more than that.
10 to 20.
10 to 20.
So now you down
maybe
to,
more.
Okay, let's say you down to 70 people who actually willing to get into the fight, the fray.
Okay.
Now those 30, they gone. They ran out. They did something. They gone.
quit.
Eliminated, right? Eliminated. They just like take my life or whatever. They rather not fight.
Yeah.
Then you got the other 70. 20 is basically sacrifices, if you ask me. The gorilla getting through 20.
That's what I was saying. Like if you were to
And
surround a
then
gorilla,
the next 50, they can take down a gorilla, dog. 100 people.
100 people's a lot.
100
I
people
mean,
can take
yeah,
down a gorilla.
yeah.
People. Yeah, nah. We're not talking about King Kong. you know, we're not talking about Planet of the Apes. We're talking about a regular
niggas is
zoo
talking. They smart. Use a strategy.
Yeah, we're talking about a zoo animal, right? The big we can take but it will be bloodthirsty. You know, this is not just like a.
Yeah, he ready to fight for his life. He ready to get down. Yeah, absolutely. And another thing too, like if they all 100 people got to be in the area at the same time.
Right. Yeah.
It can't be like a situation where we're gonna let 10 in here.
No.
And then in 2 minutes we're gonna let in another. In 2 minutes them 10 is gonna be dead.
Yeah. No.
And it's not gonna be 100 could do it, but I mean a bunch of niggas are gonna die.
Yo, no, 100 people ain't making it out.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
They won't get the victory. You know?
And even then, like I said, somebody still got to bite the bullet. Somebody got to be like, all right, man, I'm going to just distract them or go after them or do whatever so that y'all can take advantage of it. And I mean, I would hate to be that guy. Holy shit.
See, like, even in like movies, somebody go first, they get murked off.
That's a movie.
No, I'm just saying, no. But I'm saying if somebody go first, they gonna get murked off. How many other people gonna be like, oh,
it gets scared. Yeah, exactly. You make it exactly. That's like we did one like where like if there was like 7-year-olds and they let them into a room like 5 at a time every 2 minutes, like how many of them could you whoop?
How many like
7-year-olds?
7-year-olds?
Yeah. And I was like, it could be infinite because if I stone one of them, like what's the other 4 gonna think? Like, dude, he just absolutely killed this kid. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing with the gorilla. It's like, dude, he just ripped his face off.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta be the 71st nigga, you know, to go in. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that gorilla's definitely catching some bodies, but at the end of the day, give me the 100 men.
I'm gonna take the 100 too, but I just don't want to be in the 100.
Oh no!
Don't ask me to put in no work for
coach.
it. Yeah,
let me coach. Yeah, I'm good. I'm standing on the outskirts.
Yeah, I just want to spectate, because I don't got.
Do not throw me in the fray.
Yeah,
please do not randomly pick me.
Yeah, let us put that on the podcast so we can broadcast. We can make some fucking money on that.
Yeah, if there's 100 niggas in Wichita that want to go 1-on-1 with a girl.
Oh, nah. See, you can catch like some niggas on the coast like that. Like niggas on the coast be like, yeah, I'll go out there to the Midwesterners. We kind of like more.
Yeah.
I don't know what the word is, but,
no, but I feel
self-aware.
Yeah, no. You might find some of these people out in these rural areas.
Yeah.
Yo, that gorilla going to down. Yeah.
Don't help the bear. Yeah, people, yeah.
So I don't know. Let us know in the comments what you think. If you would take the 100 men on the one gorilla. But man, it's been we caught the new cinema. If you have not seen Sinners, this will be a good spoiler alert. You can fast forward and you'll see the timestamp.
Yeah, we're done talking. Get the timestamps up for you.
So, I mean, Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 90+%. Everybody's been talking about it on social media. Was it worth the hype?
No. I don't think it was as good as it was advertised. Because when I see 98% on Rotten Tomatoes, I'm thinking like Training Day or I don't know, Gladiator. I don't know these kind of movies. I enjoyed the movie though. It was definitely worth my matinee price, half price. Catch you a matinee movie, but yeah, I enjoyed it. But I didn't think it was at one thing that killed me. I'll just say this real quick. Is Haley Steinfeld, Josh Allen's girlfriend, Gwen from Spider-Verse, when she originally bit bro, killed him, and then he shot her. And then she just got up and ran out like a regular person. Like, I've never seen a vampire run.
Right.
Have you ever seen a vampire take off in a sprint?
No.
They wasn't doing nothing special. At one point, like, when she was walking away from him, he kind of, like, jumped up in the air, but they didn't really show it. It was real regular. And then at the end, he was boxing his brother, who's a vampire. It was, like, holding him down and shit.
Yeah.
I was like,
you thought
these some poverty-ass vampires. Like,
they ain't get the superpowers.
yeah, them niggas were more dancers than fighters. Those niggas were more dancers than fighters. Let's be clear,
man. But shit, yeah. I feel like I feel like it was worth. I mean, it lived up to the hype. Like I was going in expecting a good movie, and I enjoyed the movie. Like I did. It's not the best movie I've ever seen in my life.
Maybe that's me because when I see the Rotten Tomatoes and I seen a lot of people, they was telling like. People, movie critic type people, they were saying like this is one of those ones, movie of the year. Now it's early in the year, but
the thing about it, what it did do is got people back into the theaters though.
Oh niggas went out.
They got people in the theaters for sure to check it out. So I think that
they gonna make some money
for sure. And it was overall great movie for sure. Like that I didn't really think about that part, but like the vampires are definitely nerfed. Like except the head dude, the rhythmic.
But yeah, the Irishman.
Yeah.
But even then, like I said, they when I forget her name.
He was growing the claws. Like he was
trying to get somewhere, but he ain't really never get there. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that really showed was like I said when she was walking away when she went out to try to fill him out or whatever.
Yeah.
And they kind of showed him like leave the ground, levitate a little bit. That was it though.
Yeah. So, what parts stood out to you though? Like, what was like, or like, there was some funny ass parts in that movie.
Bro, the movie was low key funny, and the homie told me that.
Yeah,
the homie told me that it was funny, but. Okay, I'll let you say it because I think I know what you're gonna say. I thought it was fucking hilarious when they was inside and they was like all just chilling. They was like trying to figure out what the fuck to do, and the homies was just outside like kicking it like we ain't got nowhere to go till the sun come up. Yeah, niggas was out there jigging.
And then he started doing the Irish dance. I was like, oh, they're
he was working too. That nigga's arms at the side, no arms at all, just feet, footwork, straight footwork.
Cornbread was
big cornbread
in the back got me crying, bro.
Big cornbread in the back. Shout out to Cornbread, good actor.
Man, he never made it home to get
never got that top, man.
Never got the top, man.
Never got paid either. His girl.
That part was funny too. He was like, "We all just need to be being kind to one another."
Yeah.
But no, I think that part when Lil Sammy freak ass. Oh, the movie was freaked out for sure.
Oh, it's a freaky ass movie.
Niggas was freaked. They didn't show no nudity, but they was freaked out.
They was freaky.
Freaked out. Mm-hmm. Michael B. Jordan in the first was it Stack in the first part of the movie or was it Smoke? Whatever.
It was Stack. It was Stack.
In the first part of the movie when he was with old girl, and then she was like, I thought you loved me. You put your tongue down my coochie.
It was like coochie. In 1800s.
Lil Sammy, that nigga's cousins was a bad influence.
Yeah. Sammy's cousins were definitely a bad influence.
He said, I want to taste it. She said, let me wash up. He said, you ain't got to do shit. I'm trying to eat that coochie. That nigga was a real eater.
Definitely trying to eat that, but you gotta think
but eating coochie in 1932, I know that shit was. Oh my god, I know that shit was.
What killed me is because she was like, "Man, I walked up here." She walked fucking 5 miles there.
And if you Pauline's husband. Go ahead and focus on yourself, gang.
Yeah.
Go ahead and focus on yourself, bro.
But I will say though, like with that specifically, you gotta adapt with the times. Cause it's not like imagine what you smelling like.
Yeah. You're right. I mean,
probably worse, right?
Yeah.
So you gotta adapt with the times. I'm gonna say it. I would have ate it too.
She was fine.
She was Perline.
Yeah,
Perline she was like that, and she had the voice at the end too.
She was fine for sure.
Yeah, did not fucking make it, but definitely didn't make it.
but she was tweaking. When, like, if we was in that group and she was trying to eat that garlic.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no,
He bust his cousin in the mouth too.
Yeah.
But had this shit leaking. Yeah. She was tripping.
tweaking.
She was tripping for sure.
Tweaking, man. But no, that part funny as hell. Well, and then like shit, the part that was dope though is when he was when Lil Sammy finally started playing the music.
Yeah.
And then they started doing the blues, and they introduced it with like the different cultures and like music now, and like how it can be, how music can tie in basically the past.
It can heal the community.
Yeah,
That's what they said in a very opening monologue. It can heal a community. It can provide all these benefits, but at the same time, it can attract shit you don't want.
Yeah, and then the crazy part is I thought as well when he was like, "No, this is my daddy guitar."
Yeah.
When he was like, he thought it was a famous,
whatever
guitarist
singer,
or whatever, yeah. And he was like, "This is my daddy guitar." So he was like, "My dad was an evil man." So I think that tied two together with how the music was being portrayed to the vampires. Because they pulled up right when they heard the music. Like the music is what got them there.
Yeah.
So and that's who he wanted. He wanted Lil Sammy so he could. And then he had he kept that guitar too.
And he still had it when he went to the church. He still had it. Yeah, that's a really good point. Now maybe like movie review people will see that, but no, I didn't pick up on that at all. Yeah. But you're absolutely right. The guitar was from his dad, evil man. He was playing it, right, and it attracted the evil spirits.
Yeah,
that's interesting. That's very good. I like that. Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah. So overall, great movie. Like I would see it again for sure. I mean, if you ain't seen, if you watching, I'm sure you seen it.
Yeah, you seen it.
We spoiled a lot.
We would hope niggas gave you a warning at the beginning.
And I'm glad at the end he Swiss cheesed the white man.
Oh yeah, the Red Dragon, the clan. Homie was like the clan ain't even down here. Yeah, that was crazy. They
because I didn't even expect that at the beginning. I thought they just brought it. The picture. Yeah.
And then they did a good job. And Ryan Coogler, he's a great director. I mean, he does a good job of tying all that in. And I'm mind blown with the guitar thing because you're absolutely right. But I mean, they was the Irish dude, the original vampire. He had went to the house. He was trying to, and I think they were Indians. I'm not sure what they were. Yeah. And they was chasing him, and I seen him burning. The back, the light was on. That was pretty hard too to introduce the vampire. But they was like the nephews of the Red Dragon dude, the nephew and the niece type shit.
Yeah, I feel like he went to the house for a reason. He went to the house for a reason. He was making it like.
Well, that's what he said. That's what he told him in the end. Yeah,
like we're not doing this for like race or nothing. We doing this for shit. We want to all be one. We got the KKK. Like all the vampires, we about to be one community.
And I will say, as weird as the vampires were, they did do a lot of stuff that I did like the needing an invitation to come in. That's like some classic shit. Like they really don't do that in movies, but that's like some classic, shit you're supposed to do around a vampire. Niggas supposed to ask you to come in. Yeah. And I also liked how they was like a hive mind. When he bit one of them, they all shared his memories and he took their memories. I ain't never seen that in any kind of vampire movie.
Then, I didn't really when they was like, "Can I come in?" When I come in, I was like, "Shit." Them niggas caught on fast because they was like, "Wait, why you need to come in?"
Yeah,
why you asking?
I'm gonna be real. I would have caught on fast too. Like that's some weird shit to ask. Like
just what happened.
Yeah, considering. Yeah. And then he said like, "Nigga, you been running in that all night. Like you ain't asked for permission." Then I would have been like, "Yeah, that would have been weird for me too." Now I don't know if I would have led to that conclusion, right? But
and they just happen to have one shout out. What was her name? The one that had all the known ones of the vampires. She knew how to get the garlic and the wooden stakes and the
man, that might have been some Louisiana voodoo shit.
Yeah, that's what she was already on that. Though, the movie,
yeah. She was on some witchcraft, some voodoo shit. That's that Louisiana shit. If you know, you know.
Yeah, but that nigga, he was about to crash out over that fake money too.
Oh hell,
he was about to crash out.
Hell yeah. Now I'm gonna just be real, like. The first scene, whenever they introduced the girlfriend for Smoke, the black lady, I didn't know if that was his girl or if it was his mom.
I didn't either. I'm gonna keep.
I was like, holy shit! What the fuck?
Well, I called on. The only reason I called on is when he was like, "What happened?" Because he was like, "Welcome those prayers didn't work on our baby." Because you remember when he went outside.
Oh, is that what he asked her? I thought he would have been asking her about a brother or something.
No, he was asking why, like, whatever you be doing didn't work on our baby. That's why.
And that's whose gravesite he was visiting. Yeah. I'm thinking he was visiting where he buried his daddy.
Yeah, me too. That's what I thought when I first seen it. Too.
Bro, I didn't get that was his girl until
holy shit.
Dog. I was like, yo, this shit just took a complete crazy ass turn. Yeah, this is some Game of Thrones shit. Like, this is some Oedipus shit. Yeah. But yeah, I didn't really figure that out until they had went to the bar and the homie tried to pay with the coupons or whatever. Yeah. He was like, "Hey man, come the fuck back." I was dead when dog poured out the coupon. The mommy smoked and I like how they did the brothers, like Smoke and Stack. Smoke was obviously more quiet, the leader, more rugged,
but hot.
Hothead. And then the younger one, is the hothead, more active, messing with the white girl, obviously. So I thought that dynamic was good. And Michael B. Jordan, and that's what my auntie was just asking me. And I told her, I was like, I thought the movie was good, but the acting in it was really good.
Crazy.
I think Michael B. Jordan did a hell of a job.
The cast did a crazy job.
Yeah. I thought the acting was top tier.
Yeah. Also the part when old girl was like, we talked about this before. You've been robbing trains and banks for this long. You scared to steal this pussy for one night. She would have got me. And then he was like,
would have got all of us.
Freaked out. He's like, you drooling. She's like, you want some? That nigga said.
And then she spit in his mouth. Yeah. I know Josh Allen was pissed. I know Josh Allen was mad as fuck at that premiere. Josh Allen about to fuck y'all day up over this shit. If you don't know, Haley Steinfeld, I want to say her name is Mary in the movie. Yeah. Josh Allen, the quarterback for the Bills, his wife as of recent. So, I know that nigga was mad.
Shit. At that point, she could have spit on me, too. It was in too
deep. We would have been laying there dead like Stack, for sure.
For sure. I would have definitely been vampire.
Yeah. I'd have been a vampire trying to convince niggas to come outside. That part was good, too.
Outside.
Yeah. Exactly.
But no, definitely got people back into the theaters.
And I thought the end was kind of crazy too. Like, how'd you feel about the Asian lady?
Fuck her.
Would you like, she was like, man, fuck the bullshit. Like, let's just get it on. Let's just get active.
Well, I've seen 2 points. I've seen a point to where if you only got 20 minutes to survive,
wait it out.
But I've also seen where you gonna have to put up with the shit again the next night.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna leave in the daylight.
No, I'm saying, but they not gone.
Oh yeah, they gonna come back type shit.
You seen at the end of the movie, the vampires stayed alive. So they was coming to get everybody eventually.
Yeah, threaten her daughter. That was kind of crazy too. Like, I probably would have ran out just off that.
He had the memories.
Yeah, and the hive mind. That was crazy too. I've never seen that with vampires.
So, I feel, but like, wait it out, man. You got to come back better prepared. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a little bit more garlic, a little bit more holy water.
Yeah, a little bit more steaks, Yeah,
a little bit more silver.
Yeah, so, and you can probably separate.
Yeah.
Get away a little bit.
Yeah, I'm actually just going to leave town. Y'all got it.
That's Chicago street,
right? That's Chicago. What's that Chicago shit y'all talking about?
yeah, follow me up there. But, no, I was just like, damn, this nigga really ain't killed his brother. Like, they really stayed alive the whole movie at the end. But no, the Asian lady, back to that point, man, like, she didn't make it.
No, she didn't. Her husband got clipped too.
Yeah, so they didn't make it. So, I mean,
it was also like, whenever they came in, I felt like it was like 20 more niggas that was in there, because they started killing people that wasn't none of the niggas that had any lines.
But also what had me dead when Buddy got kicked out because they thought he was
drunk as fuck.
He was drunk. He was like, is it because I ain't pay my tab?
Bro was acting a fool. That was me outside for sure. Like, dog, like, it's cool. Like I'll pay, bro. Like, these motherfuckers. He was like, they on some weird shit out here. You can tell by his language, that he was not a vampire.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah. But they saying that the Thunderbolt movie. I don't know if you've seen the
Marvels.
The Marvel. They saying it's one of the better ones that's come out recently.
Yeah, I'm definitely going. I'm waiting for the Fantastic Four, and I'm gonna watch the Thunderbolts.
Oh yeah,
too.
I guess the Fantastic Four trailer. Did you watch it?
Yeah, well, both of them.
You watch it? I haven't watched it. I just seen like the picture.
I'm trying to think. What did we had since the end game? We had the Ant-Man, but that kind of got derailed because of Mr. Majors.
Right. Yeah. True. So they try to set everything back.
Yeah.
But then they had Guardians 3, right? Guardians 3,
which was good. Yeah. Guardians 3, which was good. Yeah. But they lost the director, right? James Gunn, and he's with DC now.
And then we had Love and Thor. Love, was it?
Love and Thunder.
Love and Thunder. Yeah. Can do without
Christian Bale.
Yeah.
It was okay. Yeah.
What else has been? And then they have all the new shows and shit.
Yeah, hella new shows. They got the Loki, the Daredevil. Man, the Daredevil shit look hard.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet. I watched one episode, but the one on Netflix was fire. Like when they first, the first one on Netflix was fire.
Yeah. I need to go back. I haven't seen any of the Marvel shows.
Yeah, honestly. Loki. The first 2 seasons I watched. I haven't watched it since, but fire.
I have seen Loki. That one had Jonathan Majors in at the end too, and that was while he was in the midst of all that shit. That's why I kind of thought they was gonna let all that shit go. Yeah, like
what do you think about Doom? Well, what's the name come back as Doom?
We kind of had talked about it, but I'm a big fan of the villains, villain characters, especially Doctor Doom, and to have. Disclaimer, I'm not the biggest, I'm a fan of Robert Downey Jr. I was not a fan of Robert Downey Jr.'s character, Iron Man, Tony Stark. I just didn't, I guess that's how Tony Stark is. I'm not really a comic book guy.
Yeah.
I just kind of know Iron Man, know stuff about him. But for, I guess what they were going for, he nailed it, obviously, but he was just doing too much fucking crying for me, to be honest. He was my least favorite Avengers by far. So I'm really excited to see bro as Dr. fucking Doom, bad guy. Yeah. Everybody, he kind of like the face of Marvel these days. Yeah. So
it's dope he came back.
Well, yeah, I mean
that check is clear.
Yeah.
He not doing all the kind of hard.
Yeah, they paid him a bag for sure.
Yeah. But you got after Endgame, it's been Spider-Man: Far From Home.
Which was okay. It was solid.
Black Widow.
It was okay too. Solid.
Shang-Chi.
Oh, and the Ten Rings, Legend of the Fire. Definitely. Fire. And he's gonna be in the he's in the new one. Yeah.
Eternals.
And just you said Black Widow. Just what's her name? Elena, the younger, the sister. Yeah. She's gonna be in it too.
And then the
Red Guardian? Yeah. Harbor. I forget his name.
And then you got Spider-Man: No Way Home.
So, that's the one I've seen. I haven't seen the one with Jake Gyllenhaal. I've seen the one with Doctor Strange. And, okay. That one was.
And then Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Hard. That shit turned into a fucking horror movie. If y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that shit was good.
Yeah.
Thor, Love and Thunder.
It was okay.
Wakanda Forever.
Ah man, it's just so hard to go to beat that first one.
Yeah, man. You can't. It's hard to, especially when you got the same actors.
Yeah, I'll be for real.
At the end, I almost shed a tear.
At the beginning, I almost shed a tear. I was like, "Holy shit!" He actually died though. That was what was crazy. Yeah,
but it was a good movie.
It was a good movie. It just wasn't as good as the first one.
Right, exactly.
But then at the end of as soon as they had the first one, the next year they released the movie and killed this black ass. Not Endgame, but Infinity War. Yeah. That shit was crazy.
So, Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Quantumanium. I didn't like that because Kang is kind of like that nigga in the Marvel shit, and his enemy's not Ant-Man.
Yeah, they kind of nerfed, but the setup was about to be crazy.
Yeah.
So then you got Guardians 3, which we talked about.
Fire.
The Marvels I never seen. That was with the 3 women. I never seen.
I haven't seen it either.
Deadpool vs Wolverine, or Fire. I liked it. It was good. I don't think it's part. Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. I was expecting more. It was kind of like The Sinners. I was expecting more, but it was good. It was good.
Like, watchable. Like I'll watch it again. Yeah. Too, nothing crazy. But like Okay, and then we got Brave New World. I still haven't seen it. Captain America: Brave New World.
The
I still
homie
haven't
Low
seen
said he fuck with it.
it.
One of
Yeah.
our friends.
It's probably
so.
cool. And then we got Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four, Blade, Avengers Doomsday, May 2026.
I mean, we got a nice timeline, man. The Marvel, they've been.
But it hasn't been It hasn't been the classics. You know what I'm saying? It's not like Guardians 3 is probably can go down as one of those ones. But like, man, that Iron Man, that first Captain America, like
Is it the second one, Winter Soldier?
yeah, Winter Soldier,
yeah, and
that's
Civil
the best,
War.
Yeah, that's the best one to me.
You like Winter Soldier or Civil War?
Civil War, like they got all of them in there.
That's the one he was running
Yeah.
after, or T'Challa was running after him on a bike.
Fire, but they got all of them in it, so I'm kind of like,
okay. Winter Soldier's my favorite one too.
My favorite one,
Yeah,
for sure. But I mean, I'm looking forward to it. Like I'm not super overly critical, so I'm gonna tap in. Like
yeah, I'm gonna watch him for sure.
because they coming out with. I see something about a new Batman movie too, though.
Yeah,
With the same Patrick Edwards. What's his name? Edward. Whatever his name is.
Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if he. Yeah, I know they in the works for something with the Batman, but I don't know what they gonna do, man.
Yeah.
And I'm a DC guy. Like I prefer DC to Marvel, but Marvel, I mean, their cinematic universe MCU is just. I mean,
Yeah.
they done made so much money. Right now, they got the Marvel Rivals video game. If y'all play that, she's just dominating, making a lot of money. So, I mean, it's just Marvel up right now, and they've been up for a while. Really, the only time DC was up was when Christian Bale was playing Batman for us, but it's been a long time since that's happened.
Yeah. And then, so, I mean, moviegoers, like, y'all tap in, y'all let us know what y'all think about the movie. If y'all give us some reviews, give us some movies to tap into, maybe we can start doing some movie reviews, some reviews, So,
real quick, so you can do half a star, 5 stars being the most, obviously, with his sinners. Let's just give it a final rating. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do 4. I'll do 4.
I do 4.5.
4.5.
Yeah, 4.5. Let's do 4. I'll do 4.5.
Okay.
4.5. Definitely very, like, if I was doing a scale to 10, 9.5, 9. Yeah. So it was a great movie.
You enjoyed it, yeah. I mean, I liked it too. I thought it was a good movie.
It's not like I would go and be like, oh yeah, I would change this or that. Like, I don't know what the fuck, change, but I liked it.
Yeah, I have no idea what to change. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff that I did like for sure.
Yeah. So the world's changing topics. Formerly the world's favorite unk has been caught up in some treacherous allegations, you would say.
You're still my favorite unk, Shannon.
Yeah. So, allegedly, in a situation with a 19-year-old woman, she's alleging that there has been, sexual misconduct or, rape or, what's it called?
SA.
Sexual assault. So, he was paying for her to get her body done. She's an OnlyFans. They met at the gym. A lot of that type of stuff going on. Again, just allegations right now. We don't know what's true and what's not. And then another person came out, Michelle. Another person came out against him as well.
Really? Yeah. Now they piling up on him?
Yeah, so it's 2.
Wow. Yeah. No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So my point on this thing is, and I'm not going to get into like the legality of it all or the all that different stuff. I only have really 2 points on this. And point number 1, as a 56-year-old man, a 19-year-old is crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not even 30 yet. I'm 29. If a 19-year-old, I'm not even messing with a 19-year-old.
I want to know where to go to get in contact with a 19-year-old.
I don't know a 19-year-old.
Yeah, I don't know a 19-year-old male.
Yeah, like what? So it's like, bro, like I've had a situation to like one time I was like, these young ladies came and was like trying to talk to me or like, trying to get my attention. I was like, okay, how old are y'all? They said old enough. I'll say, yeah, you're definitely not old enough. But okay, they're like 19. I was like, no, okay. I'm going like, you're like, that's a kid.
Yeah.
That's a kid, man. So like, I don't understand how, as a 56-year-old man, a 19-year-old gets you in this, because he didn't deny him having relations with her.
Oh, he absolutely
right. So that's what he's saying is truly stand on that. That shit is sick in the first place. like 19 is a kid and you about to be 60 years old.
What you're saying is absolutely right, but it's also, and I'm gonna just say this, and I'm not co-signing shit. It's 100% legal for a 56-year-old man to lay down with a 19-year-old woman, as long as it's consensual.
Yeah.
So he ain't break the law there.
No, but legal and moral is not
two
the same.
different
Right?
things.
There's a lot of
Absolutely,
things, like, for sure. So, and that's why, like, bro, I watch Nightcap. I watch First Take. And the thing that pisses me off the most is he stands on this such moral high ground on the show. On these shows, he's always talking to Ocho crazy, like, this is what you need to be doing, or I'm giving advice. I'm talking about a game that my grandma done gave me. And you always and you giving these young, football players or young athletes a hard time when they make mistakes and stuff like that. And when you watch, you're like, okay, let me listen to he got some, he's spitting some game. And now this is in the back seat. This is what's really going on.
This is what you're doing when you're not on camera.
Yeah. So these niggas I'm not saying they be fake, but like, bro, that's what makes me mad. Cause you talk down on Ocho and what he got going on sometimes, or like, I don't know if you watch Nightcap.
Yeah, I watch clips. I don't watch.
So like he'll talk like not down, but like trying to big bro him.
Well, we'll just specifically we could just nail one point when he was late to the show, and Shannon made it like, and he was just late. Yeah. Like it was late, like 15 minutes. It was a real reason. He had some car problems, some shit happened at the airport. He was late, and Shannon turned it into this whole big thing.
Right.
And then turned around 2 weeks later. And Shannon was, he just got out of some shit too with somebody, but it was some shit that had went on. And he was like, well, I was late. You were saying all this shit, like, but this is way worse than being late, you know?
I think that was the Michelle shit when he was on live.
It was Michelle, right?
Yeah,
exactly. He had released the
Instagram.
An audio sex tape.
Yeah. So, and then it's like, okay, so you obviously a freaked out old head.
Freak of the week. Shannon Sharpe is for sure.
Definitely one freak of the week.
He a freak.
And it's not like, but it's just like, damn, like the people we supposed to look up to, the people that's supposed to be giving us game, are really the sickos. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not, it's not okay. It's not sick. Like, do whatever you want to in the comfort of your own home as long as it's consensual. But to be fucking with a 19-year-old, bro,
strange.
And paying and like walking in the store talking about you got to pay for her body done. And it's no shade against white women out there. It's a 19-year-old white woman. Bro, you got to do better.
Well, I think I'm not gonna say it's been documented, but I think people kind of have a feel that Shannon Sharpe prefers Caucasians to African Americans, at least when it comes to women.
Yeah.
And another thing is the biggest interview that he's had on his channel so far is Cat Williams, and on that interview, Cat Williams told him word for word, verbatim, I'm scared of white women because I know what they're capable of. He also had another interview. Monique came on
with these young girls,
and said, you need to get you an old girl because these young hoes is going to get you caught up in some mess you don't need to be in.
Yeah.
So it's niggas that told him things. It's niggas that gave him advice the same way he gives niggas advice like Ocho, and he expects them to take it in learn from it, and he doesn't do it himself. So I'm still rocking with Unc. I'm not gonna lie. I need to see all the facts. If what he alleged was true, what I think happened is that this young lady, they had some relations, something went awry. Now she's trying to get a check from it. Now is that what I know? That's not what I know.
Right.
This is what I'm assuming. If some more information come out later, and he was saying some freaky shit over text. He threatened to choke.
Baby gravy? She wanted that baby gravy?
And she was freaky too. She was just as freaky. So that's my thing. And that's why I believe it was Shannon that released the text messages, right? Because he's saying like, no, what we had was consensual.
Yeah.
And that's and that was my original point. 19-year-old, I've heard 20, whatever it is. She young as a motherfucker. She's also perfectly legal to sleep with an older man or whoever the fuck she wants. So, far as that goes, like that's my point. Like I'm rocking with Shannon until we get some more information. Right. I'm not the nigga, to be like, it's in this country, it's innocent until proven guilty. And a lot of niggas, especially black men, don't get that benefit. True. So I'm gonna give it to you, Shannon. Yeah. Now I've been rocking with you since this nightcap shit, since this first take shit. I've watched every episode of fucking Undisputed y'all ever fucking
Lakers
did.
in 5. He started that a long time ago.
A long time ago, dog. You know, he getting attraction now because black people watch ESPN. They don't watch Fox.
Right.
But you need to get it the fuck together, huh? Yeah. You making too much money for this shit.
Yeah, and like you said, and that my only point is, and that's my only point is the age gap,
the morality
of the game.
And you said it perfectly at the beginning. That's it's difference between breaking the law and what's morally right.
Yeah. But then and that's not in this specifically. It's not like when you and we know. I'm gonna say we know, but there's old heads like this in real life. They done been bachelors for most of their life, and then they get to 56. Now they preying on the young girls, and that's not the old head I want to be.
Yeah,
I want to be the man that's in a relationship with a wife and settle down with a family.
Yeah, when I'm his age,
right? Exactly. Why am I running around the streets with a OnlyFans at 60 years old, bro? That's not the life I'm trying to live, and that may be what you want to do if you ain't tricking, if you got it, whatever, but. Who the people we supposed to look up to ain't living the lives we imagine.
And I don't want to be this guy, because niggas will say like, man, that's not even important, and it's not, and I'm not saying it is, but if you was gonna get one, maybe she should have been like, I don't know, Scarlett fucking Johansson. Maybe she should have been fucking Beyonce or somebody, like a really, really. And I'm not. The girl was obviously attractive.
Yeah, I don't know.
But she wasn't a fucking Cold Stone 10.
I don't know what she looked like still. Average.
She's a cute white girl. She got a good looking face.
Yeah.
Her chest is flat, and I'm assuming her ass is flat too.
Yeah, because he bought the changes.
He bought her an ass, right?
Yeah.
So, but she's a pretty girl. Yeah. But she's not pretty enough to be in a lawsuit. And that's not right. That's not the point of this shit. That's why I said at the beginning.
That's why you prefaced it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
This is a workshop.
And that's why I'm saying what the fuck I want to say, because that's how I feel. Yeah. She's not worth the trouble.
Yeah.
And that's just facts. A lot of niggas would say that.
He just freaked out. He just fought, and it's like somebody that's willing to go with the program. He found him one, and at the end of the day, he in the situation he in now. So he said it's a shakedown.
Yeah, it's a shakedown, nigga. You have the money to pay it. That nigga getting the money, and you gonna pay it too. Yeah.
So again, until innocent, until proven guilty. So hey man,
watch yourself.
I'm not saying that you should go to jail or nothing. I'm just talking about the moral code of what you doing with your with your sex life, because at the end of the day, it shouldn't be public.
It should be private.
I shouldn't give a damn what you got going on. I shouldn't know.
You should know.
Yeah, I should know. I should know. Crazy, bro.
Oh man,
crazy, bro. I don't know, man. Speaking, we on like a football topic, I guess. Shedeur Sanders finally got drafted today. It's day 3 of the NFL fucking draft.
This is the last day though,
last
right?
day. Also, getting the round 5 through 7.
Yep.
Or 4 through 7.
4 through 7. 4 through 7.
This is the point. They at the point of the draft where they stop playing, when they stop showing highlights.
Mm-hmm.
They just put the name on the screen. They done showing the highlights.
All the players are like locker room guys.
Yeah.
High motor.
Yeah.
I'm fucking.
No, we playing for sure. I mean, y'all all better than us.
Y'all all are dogs.
Yeah. But so. What's your overall take on this, man? On this slot of Shedeur, man.
I'm gonna just be real. I'm not an NFL scout. I'm not. We kind of talked that before. Then I don't know how to evaluate players. All I can do is look at Shedeur Sanders, look at Jackson Dart, look at Schlo, or the guy the Saints drafted. I'm sorry, I'm missing his name.
Yeah.
And, the other guys, Cam Ward, that got drafted. And it's just hard for me to think that Shedeur Sanders is so far behind these people. Like, he was one of the most sacked guys in college, which a lot of these guys, Cam Ward included, sits back and pats the ball all fucking game. No pressure in his face because he plays in the ACC. And I'm not going to, do all that, go into it. I think Cam Ward was more than deserving to be the number 1 overall pick. But there's a lot of things that these other guys haven't dealt with. Like, for instance, the New York media. Mm-hmm. it's pressure that comes with that. Shedeur Sanders is the son of Deion fucking Sanders. We know this kind of pressure with Bronny, right? It's real pressure being a son of a guy like that, and you know how flashy, how how Deion is, and I don't have any problem with that. But it's pressure that comes along with that, and he's been dealing with that pressure all his goddamn life. So you think that would translate to, being in the New York media, but I guess not. Yeah. And I say all that to say, I thought he was a pretty good player. I would have taken him in the first round. That's me.
Right.
I'm not gonna. I know a guy that's in the NFL. I ain't gonna say his name, but he told us just straight up, matter of factly, like this whole thing with Shedeur, he should be this, he should be that, is a media thing.
Yeah.
It's not an NFL scout thing. It's not an NFL GM front office thing. These people that do these grades and evaluate for these teams, they had Shedeur Sanders in the 3rd round.
Yeah.
In the 4th round. They didn't have his talent at where Mel Kiper had his talent.
Right.
They didn't have his talent at where Field Yates or these other guys that do stuff for ESPN had it. And the overall league was lower on Shedeur than people that spectate the sport.
Yeah, and I think that, coming around to it, listening to people talk like throughout the week, is that like maybe he wasn't the first round pick, right? But I don't see personally, like you said, I don't scout NFL quarterbacks. I just watch the game. I look at stats. I kind of just, I feel like but you feel like you have a little bit. I have a little bit of no. The Louisville quarterback, he's about to be 26 coming into the league. Justin Fields is 26. I think Trevor Lawrence is 25. Brock Purdy is like 25, and he's coming in at 26 as a rookie with all this injury history. He's been bounced around to 4 or 5 different schools.
Yeah,
and even his last year at Louisville wasn't even the greatest. It was pretty good. It was decent.
It's 6 schools in 6 years.
Right.
You can't do that in the pros.
Right. And injury history. Old for a rookie. 2nd round pick above Shedeur. It looks shaky in the light, is what I'll say. If there's question marks with Shedeur, it's got to be question marks there too. So, and I'm not gonna say he was blackballed. I'm not gonna say all that. But to fall to the 5th round when out of the season, it's like, okay, him and Cam Ward, and then like you said, it's Mel Kiper. But they get this information from somebody, right?
Well, Mel Kiper just said it blatantly.
Yeah.
I had him 5th on my board. He's been drafted in the 5th round. I've been doing this for 30, 40 years. This shit has never happened.
Right.
That is, a player that high rated by me has, that he doesn't always get it right, but never
that bad,
that big a discrepancy.
Yeah, right. So I think that I think it does have something to do with like the media attention that you're gonna get with Shedeur. He may be a backup. Is it worth the media attention that he's gonna get? Do you think and I'm just saying, do you think when he's drafted, it's like a spotlight on Shedeur all the time? When's Shedeur gonna play? When if your starter quarterback's playing bad, put Shedeur in. Like, do you think that would be a thing?
Yes, it's absolutely true that would be a thing, but it's also true that was the same case for Baker Mayfield, whenever he was, they had the whole Hard Knocks thing.
He packed up Tyrod for a little bit.
You know what I'm saying? That was the same case for any quarterback that doesn't come in and start immediately for the fan base, especially if the quarterback in front of him is not playing well. So that's not something that's exclusive to. Right. And they try to do Cam Newton the same way. And to Cam, it was more realistic because Cam had been in the league. MVP. He had been an MVP. Had been a starter. This is a kid that's that's hungry to get to the league and work hard. Now, there's been a lot of talk from former players, and they said when a quarterback comes in, specifically who I heard was Shady McCoy. Shout out to Shady McCoy. He came in and he said, a lot of quarterbacks, they're real button up. And whenever they come into those draft meeting rooms, they're like, well, what can I do? What can I do this? Can I do that? They're real respectful. And not to say Shedeur was disrespectful, but Shedeur is comfortable in his game. And we talk about the whole confidence thing. He's worked hard his entire life. So when he goes into the room, he's like, well, no, this is what I like to do. And this is what works for me and how I do things. Yeah. And they're kind of like, well, no, this is how we do it. This is what the fuck you need to do. Yeah. And that's not who the fuck he is. So, and you should know that because his dad is goddamn Deion Sanders.
And there was like, situations where Deion's like, my son won't go to some of these teams. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so do I think that is a ploy for the NFL to show, like, you're not bigger than the program? I do. I think there's something there. I'm not gonna sit. There's no way it's not. To fall to the 5th round is absolutely crazy.
They'll never be able to prove it, just like the Colin Kaepernick thing. But you can, you can feel it.
Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah, comical.
Yeah,
Dylan Gabriel. You're a good quarterback. But
what's the name? Milroe. Before
another good quarterback, but no.
You know, it's like you lead the FBS in pass completion,
and
then they say, oh, was he highlighted? Was he highlighted because he got to throw to Travis Hunter? Nigga, Travis Hunter got to get the ball somehow.
And what do they say about Travis Hunter now? They say he can't run fucking routes. So the nigga can't run routes, but he's supposed to be he the reason why he was good. Yeah. But he can't run routes. That's what they say about him.
So yeah, man. I hope Shedeur balls out, and at this point, he goes to the Cleveland Browns. He's in a situation to where they don't have a starting quarterback.
No,
the quarterbacks on the roster are like Kenny Pickett, Deshaun. Joe Flacco might be back in that locker room. Kenny Pickett.
There might be some other teams interested in Joe.
Yeah, what's that boy name? We just talked about him. Dylan Gabriel. So if you can play, man, Shedeur, if you can play, you in an opportunity where you can probably get an opportunity to play.
Decent weapons. Coop is out there.
Yeah.
Just picked up Quinn Sean, our boy.
Yeah. So Jerry Jeudy.
Oh yeah, the judge.
Elijah Moore. You got a tight end and Njoku.
Oh, and David, Big Dave.
So
yeah.
I mean,
definitely got some weapons.
You can make something work. So I hope you win, Shedeur. Go out there and be. But then is Shiloh. I don't know if he was watching some of his clips on TikTok. Yeah. He said, if they doing this to you, what are they going to do to me?
Yeah, comedy. He's definitely the funny one.
For sure. What do you think about? Do you with the Vikings? What you think? What you did in the draft?
Oh, I mean, we drafted Donovan Jackson from our boy. So I was extremely happy with that. I thought we was going to end up. I mean, we didn't have another pick till today. Yeah. So we took
the first round
and we had a pick today.
Dang, yeah.
And then no, we had a pick. We had a pick at the end of the first round, the end of the third round, and the top of the 5th round, I believe. Okay. So yeah, we drafted a defensive tackle, I believe. Well, he bumps in and out from Georgia, so we didn't have a lot of picks because we traded a little bit last year to get our quarterback.
Right. Oh yeah, that's
JJ, not fucking named Justin.
Yeah.
but yeah, I was really happy for the first round pick. Got an offensive lineman. Not a sexy pick.
I mean, never.
Offensive lineman, never a sexy pick. I didn't think the Patriots made a sexy pick.
But that's what you need.
But you have to have it.
Yeah.
But you absolutely have to have it. And I think we got a good one. But I will say I think I like Green Bay drafting Golden as much as I don't like Green Bay. But they need a guy for.
They need number one.
And I think he might just be it. Yeah, he's a really good player.
They need number one.
Yeah.
I like what the coach did.
Love what the coach did.
We got some good players. I like out of Penn State, Ohio State rival, but good player, Tyler Warren. So he fell right into our lap. We have to go up and get him or nothing. We've been needing a tight end for a while because Mo Alley Cox just isn't going to cut it. He's not going to cut it anymore. But I mean, AR, he has a lot of weapons around him. It's about can he play now?
Well, he's the weapon.
Yeah.
Against y'all.
Oh, okay.
Formed against y'all.
I'm like, if it's a bad, what's crazy? As much as I am a Cole fan, this is how I envision our season going. You ready for this? AR comes out.
Yeah.
He has a good first game. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe pass for 200 yards. Maybe rushes for 50 yards.
I'm thinking if he has a good game, he probably throw for 150, maybe 1, maybe 2, and he rushes for 2.
Right. Next week, it starts to be inconsistent. Daniel Jones comes in.
I can tell you that is not the answer to y'all question.
No, it's not. It's not the answer. No. And once Daniel Jones steps on the field in Indianapolis as a quarterback, I will officially be done. So, hey.
You gotta give it a little bit, because I was right there with Sam Darnold's ass, and I was extremely confident for our future because I know our coach is good.
Yeah, I don't know if our coach is good.
Exactly. So that's a different thing.
But I'm kind of out on AR, not because of but like when like people like Pat McAfee that has a good. He played for the Colts.
Yeah.
He's not just like he's a Ring of Fame whatever honorary or whatever.
Ring of Honor. Yeah.
Yeah, Ring of Honor. And he's saying that there's questions about him being a professional. He's late. Like he's not the first one in, first one out. He pulls himself out the game. That's not my type of quarterback.
No.
I don't give a fuck how talented you are. You can't play quarterback for a franchise I'm a fan of, and that is what is you want to be a rapper? You making rap videos and shit as a quarterback? They make fun of Kyler Murray. Well, Kyler been playing Call of Duty and shit, but he balling. I mean, Kyler Murray is a pretty good quarterback.
Kyler Murray got a big contract to play.
Hard. And there's no way as an NFL quarterback they got to talk to you about being a professional, and that's just. Yeah,
it's sad because it's a brother, and they give that stereotype to our brothers, and then you go and perpetuate this shit. And we don't actually know. We're not in the Colts locker room, but Pat McAfee is a solid source. He don't got nothing against Anthony Richardson. He would love to see his success. He's a fan of the Colts, so he has no reason to badmouth him. Yeah,
right. He wants him to be good.
He wants him to be good. He was happy when they drafted him. So
it shows. If you get tapped out of a game mid-game, then
Well, I'll bring up the classic Jamarcus Russell story. When he got drafted, they gave him a tape. The first 3 minutes was tape. He's supposed to watch the tape, go over the tape, and then the last hour of it was cartoons. And then he comes in the next day like, well, did you break down the tape? And he's like, yeah, I broke down all of it. Got a lot from it. Well, it was fucking cartoons, Jamarcus, so you didn't actually break it down.
Yeah.
So,
we'll see.
You hate to see that from the brothers, but it is what it is.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this goes.
Yeah, he might shock the world.
Yeah, for sure.
We're rooting. I'm not fucking rooting for you, but Grayson,
I'm rooting for you.
Yeah, you could lose every fucking game.
That's crazy. But you wanted to touch on pause. Kanye West.
Yeah, bro.
In this moment, that's big. That's a pause.
I mean, I don't know where they begin. Like, do we begin with? Do we go all the way back to where he got dropped from Adidas, or do we just start with the man having a all black KKK outfit on with an interview for academics? Like, is that cool? Kanye, and then my biggest thing with him is like he's had some relationships, like, and I'll just say the two names. Well, I'll say three names. First name I'll say is Pusha T. When he was saying all this shit about like slavery is a choice and he was trying to be the president and stuff, Pusha T would always come out and defend him, He would always come out and say the right thing. Obviously, he put him on good music. Well, I'm not going to say put him on, but he was signed to his label. And they had a good relationship for a long time. Went on Funk Master Flex, did that classic freestyle. These guys got a good relationship. And they even had a good relationship after Pusha diss Drake, and then he comes out and the academics calling him a bitch and calling him all out his name and shit. And then we go to our guy, my guy, I don't know if you know this, John Legend, who's from Columbus, Ohio, big Buckeye fan, so we love him. And this is just a singing guy who, whenever he had his big moment on TV, his little special or whatever, he went out and thanked Kanye West. He said, I wouldn't be where I am today without Kanye West. And then he just goes and crushes John Legend too.
This is all in the academic interview?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't see it. So.
And then finally, the guy, arguably who changed Kanye West's life, Jay-Z, crushes Jay-Z in the interview and then makes a tweet about the man's daughter, talking about Jay-Z's daughter. And Jay-Z's not a saint by any means, and maybe some more information will come out about him in the future. But he did give you an opportunity, Kanye, and just because you didn't like that he picked Kendrick instead of Drake for the Super Bowl, don't give you the right to talk about this man's kids. You know, people die over that kind of shit, right?
Yeah.
So
I haven't been. Yeah, go ahead.
I just say all this to say, like, and Grayson was more at in his youth more of a fan of Kanye, but I was a really big fan of Kanye too, just like we all were. And your music is not big enough for you to just do and say whatever the fuck you want,
Not
dog.
anymore.
Maybe not. Well, I'm gonna be honest, it never was.
Yeah.
But some people were under that illusion.
Yeah.
But now it's gotten to a point where it's so bad that the music can't save them.
No.
You know,
Even the Kanye hopeful are done with.
we're Kanye hopefuls.
But no, but the people, I'm talking about the ones that like buy the merch,
Yeah.
go to his concerts,
Yeah.
You know, the teenage white kids that love Kanye West,
Yeah.
or like, you know, people who are backpacking for him, even when he on his bullshit, you know, when he on all this, shit he be doing, saying he a god and all that. I think even these people now are kind of like, okay, we're kind of off of him, and he's pushing himself to a point where nobody can take him seriously about anything. So I think that he just came out with a song. He just dropped a song, and I'm not trying to laugh.
He dropped the album, right? But you can't put it on Apple Music because what the fuck you're saying in there?
Yeah, but you dropped a song about how he was giving his cousin head. Which is like, I mean, dark things, you know. And I'm not. It's like, but you made this into a melody, a song,
yo.
And it's like, if this is some past trauma, you know, hey man, I hope you get healing. But put it in a song to be harmonized, and you gave your cousin head. It's like, man, I you know, I'm just over Kanye West, to be honest.
And some of the stuff is like sometimes I can be overly like black, like super duper pro black.
Yeah.
But like and to the point where like when niggas do shit, like I'm still riding with them and shit, even though I shouldn't be. Like it's gotten to the point like I kind of still had a glimpse of hope when he went on TMZ, was like slavery is a choice, you know?
Yeah.
When we were saying all that shit. And I'm thinking like maybe it's just something wrong with him. Maybe there is. Like, and we just don't know.
Something wrong for sure.
Yeah.
But
so
he was endorsing Trump.
Endorsing Trump, which is, I mean, I'm not gonna get into if you like Trump, you like Trump. I don't give a fuck. I'm not a politician. I don't really do the politics. So I don't like Trump. I don't like Biden. I don't like George Bush. I don't like Obama. You know, they all politicians. They all doing it for a fucking dollar. But I don't see how black people support this man anymore. From the swastika to the fucking KKK hoodie to the, you know. All this shit with Hitler, like
any of it, honestly, it's like
why, like Kanye, if you lived in the 1940s, like Hitler would have wanted you fucking gone. Like it's just that simple, dog. Like he didn't like you or your people, but I mean,
I don't, man, it's crazy.
And but it's crazy to think how far we've come because we both used to be pretty big Kanye West fans.
I was definitely
like I used to. I mean,
I was for sure.
I like. I'm at this point. I'm kind of like niggas get mad at this one too. Another thing, you know. But a lot of niggas are gonna feel me. Like I can separate the music from R. Kelly.
Yeah.
To what the fuck he did, Robert. Yeah. I can separate, but it's getting to the point with Kanye where it's like, bro, like, and not to say it's not at that point with R. Kelly, but it's. I mean.
The thing about art, I feel like the thing about the music is like how I think of it. And it's not might be right way to think about it.
Yeah,
R. Kelly, like he in jail.
he paying for the crime.
Somebody got to get these residuals. Somebody getting paid off these streams that I'm about to be playing. So really, I'm helping the community. I'm not supporting him. His music is fire.
Some white man is cashing those checks.
But somebody, there's got to be somebody that's benefiting from this.
Hopefully his family. Yeah.
But he's in jail for his crimes. Me playing his music is no support in him. He's in jail.
He not.
It's just the music. Now it gets hard when he's talking about like, you know, age ain't nothing but numbers, like shit like that. But it's like, man, I you know, my one stream ain't gonna do nothing to, you know, my one stream listening to R. Kelly.
Yeah, people be going overboard with the shit. It's like, bro, I didn't do these things that he did. Like, I'm just playing the song because I like it.
Right.
It's really as simple as that.
Right.
And it's really getting to the point that I said all that to say, you know, it's getting to that point with Kanye where it's like, I can't really fuck with him as a person, but
yeah, I don't know, man. Prayers up. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
I can't really say no more about the guy. Is there something that you need to get off your chest? We come to that moment, I guess, the other pod.
No. I will say, like, my entire life, I've had, like, I'm not a fan of, like, car payments. You obviously have a little bit of familiarity. At one point in time, I had a little bit of familiarity with car payments, higher insurance. So when you don't want those things, you're forced to drive what is called a hoopty, a bucket, some bullshit,
some shit that's gonna get you to and from.
Some shit that's gonna get you to and from. And right now, that is the predicament that I'm in.
Yeah.
I am in a fucking hoopty, and it drives just fine, you know. But it's just. So I'm thinking I'm about to just bite the bullet and
get a whip
and get a whip, man.
And if you got some cars out there and you watch the pod, and you on Instagram or something, hook my dog up, get him the right rate, man.
Yeah, holla at me.
Get him the right rate, man. Fuck, what do I need to get off my chest, man? I ain't got no buns since the top of the year in January.
No bunzinis?
No buns. I've been practicing absence. But it's been intentional. I haven't got any buns intentionally.
Okay, it's intentional.
But I'm at the point to where I'm barking at the moon.
you about to be looking like Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, about to be looking like Michael Jackson at the end of Thriller.
Oh, God damn.
Yeah. So man, I tell myself till May. From the first of the year till May. But man, I'm at the point to where I'm like, man, shit. You got them camp. I don't know. You was never really a part of fall camp, but you know Camp Oz. It's like when you've been on fall camp in school playing football. You've been around niggas for so long. The first thing that come on campus, you ready to knock down the lunch lady. You know. You ready to, you know.
Lunch lady? Just anything, you ready to slay a dragon.
I'm barking at the moon.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
the
saying?
blood moon.
Hounding. You know? But you know, I'm not trying to be like, okay, May, I'm cracking anything, but like, but honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. It was more of like, man, I'm just trying to separate myself from like the lust of it and that. And I feel like it's work because like a lot of shit, it's like, man, I'll be cool on. Like you want to do it, you want that for sure, but you're not willing to go through the hoops and bounds to get it. You know what I'm saying? And
I feel you 1,000%.
Yeah.
You know what you sound like though?
What?
You sound gay.
Wow.
you sound a little gay.
You're nuts. Now a nigga that got self-control and got self-control is gay. See, that's why niggas can't do shit.
Anything wrong with it. I'm just saying what you sound like.
And that's why niggas can't get nowhere.
That's right.
Yeah. Niggas can't be level-headed, but
you know what?
Yeah.
I feel like you treating yourself like you a boxer, you got a fight coming up. But you ain't got no fight coming up. You fight a psychological fight.
Right, yeah.
You got a psychological battle.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what? I will say kudos to you, my friend. Kudos to you for having the discipline.
Oh, it's about to be over though.
It might be over tonight.
You never know.
It's rainy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Might have to make a couple of
calls. Y'all won't know when this is recorded, so maybe May.
That's a good point.
Maybe May. So man, so yeah. I mean, also, a little bit more like.
So are you at work, like just like.
Nah, I'm not. It be when you lay your head down at night.
That's when it always happens because you be like, man, I can't go to sleep, man. You know what will put me right to sleep?
That cooter.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah.
So that means I ain't ate no coochie since the first of the year either. So like,
well, that's a plus.
Yeah.
Also, haven't eaten any ass.
Yeah. So no, I need. I want to eat some coochie for sure.
Okay. But he wouldn't eat coochie in the 1900s.
No, you said that with the times. I felt you on that.
Yeah. Because you. What if you trying to get some head and she like, I ain't sucking your dick because you been walking or you been working all day. I can't take a shower. There ain't no running fucking water.
I would be hurt.
Shit, I'm gonna take care of her, so she take care of me.
I'm sure your immune system, your stomach was built up for the.
You got the time. You only got a lifespan of like 35, so I mean, you should be all right.
Niggas in the 50s that was 30 was like 60.
Yeah, niggas is old. Niggas got gray hairs and shit. Yeah, the homie with the harp, Delroy Lindo, he was like 25.
He was like 20. Yeah. Until Sammy was like 10.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but so yeah, it's about that time. What I was gonna say is also that people be so focused on like they just trying to win. When the win isn't the most important part, it's the process of getting to it. So like, yeah, the win feel good, but like you let's say you was trying to get to this goal and you win, right? You get to the win, but you got to go do it again. So you got to fall in love with the process of getting the win rather than just focusing on the win. Yeah. And a lot of people ain't won because they ain't fell in love with the process of winning. You know? So like you go win it week 1, shit, you play next sport, you win week 1, you gotta run it back the
don't
same.
Mean shit.
You gotta run it back.
Yep.
You know? It never stops. So you can't be satisfied with the end goal. It's the everything in between that you gotta really lock in and focus on. So I would say, man, stop, like the end goal is gonna be there. It's what you gotta the in between is what matters.
Process over results.
Yeah.
And I always take that attitude to fantasy football.
Yeah.
That's how I sleep at night.
You sleep at night. Yes, I mean the winner's gonna feel good, but like the real winners, Tom Brady. When they won a Super Bowl, he was back to work. He took some time off to celebrate, but shit, he got back to work. Yeah. And they always say, like, it never... Like, A.J. Brown said when they won, like, it didn't feel as good as I thought it was going to feel. Like, it felt great, but, like, shit, I'm ready to do it again. I need that feeling again, you know? It's never you get to that apex and you stop. It's like, what's next? So, I don't know.
It's draft season, and I heard a really nice quote. Especially especially poor black people. A lot of times the NFL draft it seems like they make it feel like it's the end of the line. Mm-hmm. It's the end of the race. Like my baby, he finally made it. Yeah. He got to the NFL. But the reality of it is it's just the start of the race.
Not for long. That's what it stands for.
Yeah, and if you don't take it seriously, you might be a quick race for you. Yeah. So yeah, there's always another hurdle to climb. Yeah. Another tree to climb. Something more you could be doing. Being satisfied. Having a full belly. It's a decent feeling, but being hungry. That's naturally humans what we're supposed to do. Yeah. We're supposed to be hungry. Yeah. You're not supposed to eat till you full. You're always supposed to be able to willing to go out and get more. And that's real shit.
Yeah. So that's the part. That's why the workshop is here, man. That's why the saying what the saying is. It's always work to be done. It's the NBA playoffs. We got it's been a lot of great basketball going on. The Bucks finally got a win. Yeah. 2-1. The Lakers took a L. They down 2-1. It's been a lot of good series. The Thunder went go ahead and swept up on the Grizzlies, beat up on them boys.
Which you figured would happen,
right? I didn't think it's sweet, but shit.
Well, you figured they were gonna beat up the play-in teams would get beat up.
So, quick, like you got some quick takes on what you think about the playoffs or what's going on.
I just really care about the Lakers.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what's like LeBron just had like an all time performance, but it's I don't know, man. Like we just got the LeBron, and like you could go look at the box score. Man averages 25 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, like he's always done. But it comes in different ways now. It's not the same impact that the 25, the 8 and 8 was happening when he was with Cleveland the second time around, when he was with Miami. You know, he's so good, but he's just not able to take us over the edge.
That's why you got Luka though. Supposed to.
But even then, Luka, if he don't dominate on the offensive end, he can't help us.
He's a cone.
Yeah.
No, like watching that game, I was like, damn, Anthony Edwards is getting whatever he wants.
And Anthony Edwards plays defense on the other end, so I love Anthony Edwards, but he's a bit of a yapper. We're gonna see. Luka should be ready for this next one. He'll be motivated.
You gotta go.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. I don't, and like, you know, the Lakers are a good team. I just don't think they have enough. It's no rim presence. You know, people get in the paint. It's easy.
Absolutely.
It's easy money, you know. So I hope they get through this series. I want to see the Lakers keep going. I want to see Luka keep going. But if Ant-Man kept going, I wouldn't be mad at it either.
Yeah. The best team is gonna win.
Yeah. The most engaging series has been the Nuggets and the Clippers. Shout out James Harden for showing up. He's been showing up. He showed
up for Philly though too. I mean, we talked about this from time to time. I mean,
his co-star didn't show up. Now he got somebody. Kawhi is the engine that go. You know, so it's tied up 2-2 though. They just
you're right about that. That's a great call. That's definitely the most entertaining series.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And I think that, you know, like Joel, like in the past, Harden was 1-1. He was 1. Then he get to Philly, he 2, but he playing like the 1.
And he won them 3 games in that
series. And when
series.
I say 1, I mean like number 1 player on the team, not one guard, not point guard, shooting guard. So now Kawhi is the 1. He's playing like the 1. So I think that they have a chance. And then like Norman Powell. So let's see if they get through the series.
Zubac, solid big man.
So let's see. They both still went on each other's road. You know, so it's 2-2. I think it goes 7. Man, I like the Clippers though. Give me the Clippers just because I'm a James Harden. I'm a James Harden guy.
I'm a James Harden guy too. I don't I love James Harden. People, he gets a bad rap, but he's a great player.
Yeah. And then what's another pretty engaging series? I think that's the best one, man. I think that's gonna be the best one.
Well, we're gonna get a lot of turns. I mean, it'll probably be 2-2 with Rockets, Golden State, or it'll be 3-1. Yeah. So we're gonna get a lot more answers by the end of today and tomorrow. Yeah.
So I mean, we already know Celtics Magic's about to be done soon. Cavaliers Heat about to be done soon. Bucks. What do you think? Bucks base Pacers. What do you think?
Man, I love Halliburton. I think we talked about that.
They the Bucks ended up getting the game. Finally.
But we talked about that when we had I think it was Keon Allen, all the guys that I was late that day, and I think we was deciding. I think a lot of people said Anthony Edwards. I know I said Halliburton. Some people said I'm a big fan of Halliburton. They need some more pieces, but what they got is really good. I love Siakam.
I think they're solid. Yeah, they're solid. They got
Miles Turner,
like a college team. A lot of people who can do a lot of they can all score. Yeah, buckets. You know, they're playing a little defense this year. Like Siakam was a key cog in that Toronto championship.
And he's balling. He's a great player. Yeah. I would love for him to be a Laker.
Prettiest game, but
his game is ugly.
But get to what he needs to get to.
Ugly, yeah, but effective.
Yeah, facts. And then just one more series that I'm let's look on top of my head in the East. But is that it? Oh no, Detroit Knicks. Cade Cunningham.
The first game he was shaky.
Yeah.
The first game he was beyond shaky, but I mean, Detroit, you got something.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's one of my favorite young players. That's probably my favorite young player right now.
I didn't know his court vision, his passing game was like that.
Yeah.
I thought he was a scorer. Mm-hmm. I didn't know he was that good at distributing the basketball.
Yeah, he's definitely a point guard.
He's a point guard.
And he's 6'7".
He's a big fucking point guard.
I like him. They get and now I like that they added the veteran pieces around, but they added some niggas that don't show up when it's time to show up, like Tim Hardaway and Malik Beasley.
Well, they depending on these niggas.
It's Tobias Harris. They don't show up when it matters most. But I like that they added some pieces around them. It's a feel good story. They got a game that. They got one game. Mm-hmm. It's 2-1 right now.
It's 2-1.
So They got a chance, man. They got a chance. They come out and win this next game, make it 2-2, man. I'm not. It might go 7.
Might go 7.
But
yeah.
I'll take the Knicks in that round. I like the Knicks.
Yeah, I think the Knicks
Brunson.
are gonna put the action in this next one.
Yeah, I think in that Cat he hooped last game, so
He hooped the game 1 too.
Yeah. So as we wrap up, man. Shit, still get you a workshop hat. We got very low stock, but we got a couple left. If you want one, tap in. Make sure to like, subscribe, do all that good stuff for us because you fuck with the gang. Man, and be expecting more content. You know,
that's what we do.
Just expect more content. Grace and Sunday service. We'll be back tomorrow, and it's never too late.
Never too late.
Holla.